Think of your first few hours of the day. Maybe you wake up, drink coffee, you don't eat, then you go work out, maybe something high intense because you're trying to get more fit. And then you got kids that you come home to and you got to get them ready. You got to feed them breakfast. You probably got to pack their lunch for school. You're hurrying out the door. And this is all before you've done anything for yourself. Did that hit home with you just a little bit? If you are a woman in those years of, late 20s, early 40s, and you are just in this season of life that is all hustle, but yet you're still trying to be healthy and you feel like I'm doing all these right things, but whether it's I feel off all the time, I can't lose the weight, my stomach is always hurting, I'm having headaches, I can't sleep, whatever it might be, you might be in this mindset that you think you're doing all the right things, but a lot of the things in today's society that we have been taught or that have become the norm are really not. So I encourage you to keep listening if this registered with you, and I hope I can give you some insight to what may be going on. So let's first talk about the biggest one. Why? Why should we eat a nutrient-dense diet? What does that mean? Why is it so important? Well, there's so many pieces to this, but really what has happened in today's society is food has become, let's face it, fake. It's not real. There's nothing real about it. And what happens then also with that is it becomes what is called hyperpalatable. This makes things taste very good, but it doesn't give you any satisfaction in the nutrient dense piece. So we just end up wanting to eat more because our bodies were designed to feel nourished. So we think we got to eat more. I'm not nourished. It might taste really good, but it's not doing anything for me. So when we get stuck in this pattern, and those of us who are living in this life of young kids and working and trying to do it all, and we're stressed out and we don't have time to eat, we're grabbing for these fake things or these, things that we don't have to eat and we don't have time to rest and digest. And what's happening is our bodies are becoming full of these chemicals and hormones and toxins and everything that are in these packaged foods. So we really need to step back and think, what were our bodies designed to do? They were designed to eat real food, and that has not changed. Our bodies are still very much the same as a long time ago when we started. What happens also is we live in, like I said, this stressed out world. And that has become just what is common. It's not normal, it's common. And when we are in a stressed environment all the time, when our bodies are always feeling stressed, they cannot digest. I have this thing, and it's not research, but in today's world of social media, I think you get a lot of what is happening in the world, unfortunately, through these social media platforms and videos. So I'm going to show you this quick little video that went viral.
Most beautiful girls you'll ever meet drink coffee every morning, have stomach problems, overthink about everything 24/7, and suffer from cold hands and feet. If you find
you may have watched that and had a little laugh. It is funny, but the underlying message is awful metabolic health in today's pretty girl world. And that is where this external need to look healthy is killing our insides. So back to the digestion piece here. When we are stressed, we cannot digest. So we learned that was kind of a big tagline, was if stress is on, digestion is off. And so a lot of us were kind of, sorry my language, but screwed from the beginning because we are constantly stressed out. We don't know how to not be stressed. We're shoving things in our mouth on the way to school drop off, on the way to work. We're in a meeting at work trying to eat our lunch. There is nothing settling about how we are eating. And this can lead to massive digestive dysfunction. So a lot of us, a lot of women I talk to, it's like, I'm bloated. I eat so well, but I'm bloated all the time, or I'm constipated. And all those symptoms come down to digestive dysfunction. So this is something, a lot of times it's a lot of what you're eating. It's fake foods. They're not easily digested, for one. They are recognized as chemicals in your body, for two. And then again, a bigger piece of that is just the systems that have to be in place when you're stressed. That is your sympathetic nervous system. And when we digest, that is supposed to be our parasympathetic nervous system. We can't do them together. It won't happen. Well, digestion tends to be kind of the physical symptoms that a lot of us see. What I've learned is a lot of women are dealing with more of the blood sugar regulation issues. This comes with kind of the beginning of the video when I said, do you wake up and do you drink coffee and then you go work out and then you come home and you're stressed? That is instantly starting your day at the top of a roller coaster. You can only come down from that. So when we all get this, irritability, extreme fatigue, just like brain fog, don't want to be a part of I just need to be by myself. That is blood sugar dysregulation. And what we need to really focus on is eating more often and eating a more balanced macronutrient when we eat. So that would include a protein, a carb, and a fat. It's food. It all comes back to nutrient-dense diet. Another big reason for fatigue is not eating enough fat. And unfortunately, a lot of us grew up in that era of low fat was the way to go. Well, all those low fat things, what they take out and they put back in is going to be processed, and they're taking out the things that are bioavailable nutrients for our bodies. So the things that we can actually absorb and process because our bodies were meant to. We weren't meant to absorb these chemicals. So fatty acid regulation here, working on eating stuff that, again, is real food. So eat the real butter. Don't eat the fake plant butter. And what if you're like, but I can't eat dairy? Again, you guys, I was there. This is why this is all connected. There's a reason your digestive system is so compromised. We have to fix that. And may that mean taking out dairy for a little bit, but you should never feel like these things have to be completely eliminated. If you're continually having stomach issues, we have to get to the root cause, and that is what an NTP may be able to help you with. So if we go back quick to what we first talked about of just how things aren't even made the same, even the healthy foods just aren't even made the same as they were. This has also led to a big mineral imbalance issue in a lot of our bodies. Now, again, this all ties together, so it's hard to kind of keep it separate. But if our digestive system is not working properly, we then can't absorb things very well either. So the idea of this mineral balance is one that we don't talk a ton about. We're very, macronutrient focused, but the micronutrients are just as important. And on the topic of moms that are stressed out, depleted, not eating enough, because they're always stressed taking care of other people, those micronutrients really do make a difference in that season of life. So taking the time to figure out, what those need to be and how can we increase those. And again, a lot of that is going to come more so from real food. If we're not eating real food, if we're always eating fake packaged foods, we're never getting any of those micronutrients. The last topic is one that I feel like we all know. We all know that we need to be hydrated and drinking water is super important. But honestly, the idea of just hydration itself can be a little more complicated than that. So just by losing 2% of your water volume in your body can lead to symptoms of dehydration, which the most common is going to be fatigue. So again, on this note of moms that are always feeling tired and never feeling like they can have any zest for life, it may be something as simple as drinking more water. But how do we do that? How do we get the most bang for our buck? Well, a lot of it comes down to that electrolyte water balance. Okay, so let's kind of relay back. If you're not hydrated enough, you also may struggle with digestive issues, constipation, headaches, which could also be blood sugar. It comes back to that very first one of eating real nutrient-dense foods. It's been a game changer and eye-opener, and I hope if you're still watching, I know this was long, but I really hope that you can see that cascade of events that can happen with one of these 6 foundational properties out of whack. So it really takes somebody who's going to sit down with you, look at you as an individual. What do you need? What's your day like? What's your season of life like? And how can we help you?